Hello students, welcome to Saurabh Sir classes. This is Shomujit De. Let us begin with the question number 1, which says that let A equal to 1 minus 1, B equal to minus 2 0, C equal to 1 2 and D be the vertices of a parallelogram in xy plane listed clockwise. So x A B C D directed clockwise. Then the point D is. So we have to find out the coordinate of D, where ABCD is a parallelogram and we know that a coordinate of A, coordinate of B, coordinate of C. Okay, so let me draw a parallelogram. Okay, let this is be our given parallelogram A. So I am considering this as A, this B, this C and this T. Okay, let us draw two diagonals of this parallelogram. Let this is our diagonal number, first diagonal, and this is be our second diagonal. Okay, this is our first diagonal and this is our second diagonal. Let this intersection, I am giving the name of this intersection as E. Okay, the coordinate of A is equal to 1 minus 1, the coordinate of B equal to minus 2 0, the coordinate of C is equal to 1 2. Hence we have to find out the coordinate of D. I am saying this as xy. Okay, what we know about a parallelogram? We know that the two diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other. Hence I can say that E is the midpoint of AC as well as BD. Okay, E is the midpoint of AC as well as BD. Hence I know that coordinate, I know the coordinate of A and coordinate of C also. From this I can find the coordinate of E as coordinate of E is equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 and 2 minus 1 by 2, right? This is our coordinate of E. As we know that actually if x1 y1 and x2 y2 be 2 points, then the coordinate of their midpoints is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. We know that, right? I am using this fact here. X1 is equal to 1, y1 is equal to 2 and x2 equal to 1 and y2 equal to minus 2. Okay, so it's our coordinate of E. Again we know that E is the midpoint of DB also. So by using the coordinate of D and B, I also can find the coordinate of E. Then the coordinate of E is equal to x minus 2 by 2 and y plus 0 by 2. This is also coordinate of E. This is again a coordinate of E, right? So I can equate these two coordinate. From equating these two coordinate, I will get x minus 2 by 2 is equal to 2 by 2. Eliminating 2 from the denominator, eliminating 2 from both sides, I can write x minus 2 is equal to 2. Hence the coordinate of x equal to 4. And equating the coordinate of y, I will get y plus 0 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Eliminating 2 from both sides again, I will get y is equal to 1. Hence let us see the option number. Hence option B is our correct option. You can see that we don't need to find the coordinate of y, as you can see that there is only one option having 4 in the x coordinate, right? So I can say that, so without even evaluating the value of B, value of y, I can say that option B is our correct option, right? So this is all about our question number 1. Let us proceed to question number 2. Let us solve the question number 2, which says that z equal to 1 minus t square plus I into root over of 1 minus t square be a complex number where t is a real number such that mod t less than 1. Then the locus of t, locus of z. You can see that z is given in the parametric form where t is the parameter. Okay, so we have to eliminate t to get the locus of z. Okay, so I am writing z equal to 1 minus t square plus I into root over of 1 minus t square. Now we know that if z equal to x plus iy be any complex number, okay, they where x is the real part and y is the imaginary part, okay, then x and y both are real number, right? If z equal to x plus iy be a complex number, then x and y both are real number. Now you can see that this is our imaginary part, where imaginary part is 1 minus root over of 1 minus t squared. Okay, now you can see that if the value of mod t is greater than 1, then root over of 1 minus t squared become negative. So 1 minus t square become less than 0. So this is again a complex number. To avoid this problem, it is given that mod t is less than 1. Okay. Although we don't need this condition for finding the locus of z. Okay. So I am writing z equal to x plus iy, which is equal to 1 minus t square plus I into root over of 1 minus t square. Okay. Equating the real part and complex part, I will get x equal to 1 minus t square and y equal to root over of 1 minus t square. Squaring both sides of y, I will get y square is equal to 1 minus t square. Okay. What is the value of 1 minus t square? The value of 1 minus t square is equal to x. So putting x in place of 1 minus t square. So this is nothing but y square is equal to x, which represents a parabola in Gaussian plane. So option B is our correct option. That's all about the question number 2. Let's go to question number 3, which says that let integration 1 to 2 e to the power x square dx is equal to a. Then we have to find out the value of integration e to e to the power 4 root over of log e base e dx. Okay, so we have to find out the value of this integration. This is a very good question, where let us start the solution. It is given to us that integration 1 to 2 e to the power x square dx is equal to a. Okay, so we have to find out the value of this integration. I am writing this integration e to the power 4 root over of log e base x dx. Okay, first of all I am putting log e base x is equal to z square. Okay, so differentiating both sides, I will get 1 by x dx is equal to 2z dz, right? Then I can write dx is equal to 2zx dx, right? You can see that if log e base x equal to z square, then the value of x equal to e to the power z square. So I am putting e to the power z square in place of x. So this is nothing but 2z e to the power z square dz. Okay, now I am writing this question integration e to the power 4 root over of log e base x dx. So I can write it as I will change the limit after writing all the terms. Okay, so root over of log e base x. Now we know I have put in log e base x is equal to z square, then the value of root over log e base x is equal to z. Okay, what is the value of dx? The value of dx is 2z e to the power z square dz. So this is 2z e to the power z square dz, right? Now let us talk about the limit. Okay, or let us discuss about the limit z e. Okay, the zx. Okay, the value of x is equal. First of all, let me erase it and write it properly. Z and x. The value of x is equal to e. Okay, if the value of x is equal to e, then the value of z squared is equal to 1. Hence, the value of z I can say 1. Okay. Now, when the value of x is equal to e to the power 4, you can see that then the value of z squared is equal to log of e base e to the power 4. I can say that this is nothing but 4 log e base e. Log e base e is equal to 1, so 4. So then the value of z equal to 2. Okay, so lower limit becomes 1 and upper limit becomes 2. Okay, so now I will use the usual bypass method to integrate this, where z is the first function and this is our second function. Okay, so first functions remain as it is. We just need to integrate 1 to 2 z e to the power z square dz. Okay, it is 1 to 2, okay, and then minus integration d dz of z from 0 1 to 2 integration z e to the 2z 2 into e to the power z square dz, right? First of all, let us find the value of this integration. Integration 2z e to the power z square dz. If you put z square is equal to u, you will get 2z dz is equal to du. So I am putting du in place of 2z dz and u in place of z square. So this is nothing but e to the power u du. And the value of this integration is e to the power u, which is equal to e to the power z square. So I can say that this is nothing but z e to the power z square, whose lower limit is equal to 1 and upper limit is equal to 2, okay, and minus integration 1 to 2, the ddz of z is equal to 1 and the value of this integration is equal to e to the power z square dz, okay. Now you can see that it is given at integration 1 to 2 e to the power x square dx is equal to 1, right? So I am putting this is equal to 2 e to the power 2 square, so it is 4 minus e to the power 1, okay, minus a, as here z works as a dummy index for x, so this is the value. So this is 2 e to the power 4 minus e to the power 1 minus a. Let us see the options. 2 e to the power 4 minus e minus a. So this option C is our correct option. Okay.